How to find a market gap. A market gap refers to an unmet need or an untapped opportunity in a particular market or industry. It is a gap or a void that exists between what is currently available in the market and what consumers or businesses require or desire. Identifying a market gap can be an essential step in developing a successful product strategy, as it can help businesses create products that fill that gap and satisfy the needs of their target customers. Here are some tips on how to find it. Number 1. Assess your strengths. Assessing your strengths can help identify a market gap by helping you understand what unique advantages you have as a business that can give you a competitive advantage in the market. To assess your strengths, you should consider your core competencies, unique skills, and expertise that set you apart from your competitors. You can then leverage these strengths to identify potential gaps in the market where your business can offer a unique and valuable solution. For example, if your company has a team of experts in a particular field or industry, you could leverage that expertise to create a product or service that specifically targets that industry's needs. Alternatively, if your company has a unique manufacturing process that allows you to produce products faster or at a lower cost, you could use that advantage to develop a new product that could fill a gap in the market. By understanding your strengths and how they can be leveraged, you can identify new opportunities in the market that your business is uniquely qualified to pursue. This can help you find a market gap that your business can fill with a valuable and differentiated product or service. Number 2. Monitor trends. Monitoring trends is an important step in finding a market gap. This involves keeping an eye on industry trends, consumer behavior, and emerging technologies. By staying up to date with what is happening in the market, you can identify potential gaps or areas where there may be unmet needs. One way to monitor trends is by conducting market research. This can involve gathering data on consumer preferences, purchasing behavior, and attitudes toward different products or services. You can also analyze data from industry reports, trade publications, and other sources to identify trends and patterns. Another way to monitor trends is by attending industry conferences, trade shows, and other events. These events can provide valuable insights into what is happening in the market, as well as opportunities to network with industry experts and potential partners. By staying informed about trends and developments in the market, you can identify potential gaps and opportunities for innovation. This can help you develop a product or service that meets the needs of your target market and sets you apart from competitors. Number 3. Think globally. Think globally is an approach that encourages entrepreneurs to look beyond their immediate geographic area for new business opportunities and to learn from innovative practices in other regions. To apply this approach in finding a market gap, entrepreneurs should study trends and innovations in different countries and regions, and identify ideas or products that may have worked well elsewhere but have not yet been introduced in their local market. For instance, a business owner in the food industry can look for unique food products or cooking techniques that are popular in other countries but not yet available in their local market. They can use this information to develop a new product that meets the needs of local customers who are interested in trying new flavors and experiences. In addition, entrepreneurs can consider importing products or services that are in demand in other regions and adapting them to their local market. This approach requires a deep understanding of the local culture and consumer preferences, as well as effective marketing strategies to promote the new products or services. Number 4. Adapt an existing product or service. Adapt an existing product or service is an approach to finding a market gap by taking an existing product or service and making improvements or changes to better meet the needs of a specific market. This approach involves identifying an existing product or service that has potential but is not fully meeting the needs of a particular group of consumers or businesses. By identifying the shortcomings of the existing product or service, you can develop a new version that addresses these gaps and meets the unique needs of the target market. To adapt an existing product or service, you may need to conduct market research to gain insight into the needs and preferences of your target market. This could involve collecting data on consumer behavior, conducting surveys or focus groups, or analyzing trends in your industry. Once you have a clear understanding of the needs of your target market, you can begin to make changes or improvements to the existing product or service. This could involve tweaking the design, adding new features or capabilities, or modifying the pricing or packaging to better meet the needs of the target market. Ultimately, the goal of adapting an existing product or service is to create a new and improved version that fills a gap in the market and meets the unique needs of a specific group of consumers or businesses. By taking this approach, you can leverage existing resources and knowledge while still creating a product or service that is differentiated and meets the needs of a specific market. Number 5. Listen to your customers. The listen to your customers approach involves gathering feedback from your existing customers or potential customers to identify areas where your product or service can be improved or where there is a gap in the market that you can fill. This can be done through surveys, focus groups, interviews, social media, or other channels. The key is to ask targeted questions that will give you specific information about your customers' needs, wants, and pain points. For example, you might ask them what they like and dislike about your product or service, what features they wish it had, or what problems they have that your product could solve. Once you have gathered feedback, you can use it to identify trends and patterns that will help you identify market gaps. You can then use this information to refine your product or service or to create new products or services that better meet your customers' needs. It's important to note that feedback from customers should not be the only factor you consider when identifying market gaps. You should also consider other sources of information, such as industry reports and competitor analysis, to get a complete picture of the market and its needs. Number 6. Perform competitor analysis. Competitor analysis can help identify market gaps by analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of competitors' products or services. By understanding what competitors are doing well and where they fall short, a company can identify potential opportunities to differentiate themselves and fill a gap in the market. To begin the process of using competitor analysis to find a market gap, a company can start by identifying their main competitors and analyzing their products or services. This can involve researching customer reviews and feedback, analyzing pricing and marketing strategies, and evaluating the quality and features of the products or services. After gathering this information, a company can compare their own strengths and weaknesses to those of their competitors. This can help identify areas where the company can differentiate themselves and potentially fill a gap in the market. For example, if all competitors in a particular market offer a similar product with similar features, a company may identify an opportunity to differentiate themselves by offering a unique feature or focusing on a specific niche. Overall, competitor analysis can be a useful tool in identifying market gaps and opportunities for differentiation. By understanding the strengths and weaknesses of competitors, a company can position themselves to stand out and succeed in a crowded market. Number 7. Study industry reports. Industry reports can provide valuable insights into market trends, consumer behavior, and emerging opportunities within a particular industry. These reports typically include market research data, analysis of key players and competitors, and forecasts for future growth and expansion. By studying industry reports, businesses can gain a better understanding of market gaps in areas of unmet customer needs that may present opportunities for new products or services. For example, an industry report may reveal a growing trend in consumer demand for eco-friendly products, signaling a potential market gap for businesses that can develop and market sustainable alternatives to traditional products. In addition to identifying potential market gaps, industry reports can also help businesses stay up to date on emerging trends and technologies, as well as potential challenges and risks within their industry. This information can inform strategic decision-making and help businesses stay competitive in the marketplace. Number 8. Investigate niche markets. Investigating niche markets can help find a market gap by identifying underserved or unexplored areas within the market. Niche markets refer to small, specialized markets that cater to specific needs and interests of a particular group of customers. These markets are often overlooked by large companies, leaving room for smaller businesses to capitalize on them. To investigate niche markets, a business can conduct market research to identify small but profitable segments of the market. This research can include analyzing demographics, psychographics, and consumer behavior to understand the needs and preferences of a particular group of customers. Additionally, a business can attend industry events and conferences to network and gain insight into emerging trends and opportunities within a niche market. By identifying and serving a niche market, a business can differentiate itself from competitors and establish a strong foothold within a profitable but underserved area of the market. This can lead to increased customer loyalty, higher profit margins, and overall business success. Number 9. Monitor legislation change. Monitoring legislation changes can help businesses identify market gaps by anticipating changes in the regulatory environment that may create new opportunities or challenges for their products or services. For example, if a new law or regulation is introduced that affects a particular industry, businesses can assess how this will impact the demand for their products or services. They can also look for opportunities to develop new products or services that address new needs arising from regulatory changes. Furthermore, monitoring legislation changes can also help businesses stay ahead of the competition by identifying emerging trends and shifts in consumer behavior that may be driven by changes in the regulatory environment. This can help businesses develop new products or services that meet these changing needs and differentiate themselves from their competitors. Overall, monitoring legislation changes is an important component of market research that can help businesses identify new market gaps, anticipate changes in consumer behavior, and stay ahead of the competition.